Hello everyone and welcome to this September new releases video. So today I'm going to bring to you 6 more books that's going to be released this month and that will hopefully be something that you would enjoy reading. So let's kick it off with the first book, which actually isn't a sort of paranormal with monsters and magic. Well, at least I don't think so. I think it's just a thriller, but because I thought it had some mystery and intelligence with it, and it's from Robert Harris, I thought I want to include it as well so that you guys know that it's coming. So The Second Sleep is about Christopher Fairfax, who is going back to his to this town to bury his predecessor. He's a priest. When he gets to the town, he realizes that the previous priest has been collecting artifacts, and there's bones shattered around, and there's coins everywhere, and so it seems very sort of mysterious anyway. And I sort of was drawn to this because I thought, like, it's why is this, and obviously Christopher gets more and more into the society, and then the book states that he gets to know himself, he questions his own fate, and everything gets turned on its head. So this I think will be a great read, so I wanted to include it. So this book comes out the 5th of September by Robert Harris, so that is something for you to have a look at. Then we can go straight to the second book of choice, which is Darklight by Bella Forrest, and this is what I think is a bit of paranormal romance, maybe a bit of dark paranormal romance, because it is about a female protagonist that she sort of has grown up to believe and think that the vampires are now recently extinct, and she, everyone's really happy about it. Everyone, in the society feels like they can now finally sleep at night. But then suddenly all she notices that new dark shadows is lurking around, and something more else is bloodthirsty is creeping up, and she, when she turns 21, she wants to join this occult office, which I believe would then maybe be some sort of agent to get rid of vampires, and she wants to fight because she believes that they are bad. But then she runs into this gorgeous, handsome man, as always in paranormal romances, and this Mr. Clave, he turns everything on its head, and even though she feels that he is still dark, and he is sort of trying to portray that light needs darkness, I think she's not certain of him, but he has sort of some aspects about him that is sort of she draws, and he sort of maybe convinces her about things. So this sort of relationship with this dark vampire romance, obviously very appealing in this genre. So I think Darklight by Bella Forrest will be a really nice book to cover in this genre. So this will be releasing now on the 8th of September, and so I think as well that's a book to have a look at. And then we have The 10,000 Doors of January. So this is about January Scholar, and she is very curious, and she sort of stumbles upon this mansion that she does not, it's mystical, and she also then meets Mr. Locke, who is I suppose the owner of this mansion, and when she sees it, it's full of artifacts where she thinks it's out of its place. Everything is very peculiar, and eventually she finds this book. And I like the description that the blurb has of this book. It says that it smells of other worlds. I don't know how other worlds smells like, but I sort of get the description, and I think it's quite cool on how you know, I can imagine a breeze of wind and you just don't recognize the smells, and yeah, I quite like that. And as she turns the pages of this book, it tells about different worlds, different portals, different loves, different dangers, and I suspect she might be able to learn how to open a portal and go into them and travel, and what I'm very excited about in this book is obviously how Alix Harrow, who is the author of this book, will portray these different worlds and how to get to them. So I'm very interested in this book, and it says as well that it eventually, the stories and the worlds in this book will entwine with her own past. So maybe she has lived in them once and she's come out of them, maybe she's a part of it, but she's very curious in her personality, so I will assume that she will find out. So yeah, this book by Alix Harrow will be out on the 10th of September. The 10,000 Doors, I will expect a lot from this book and in this genre, so I am definitely interested in to know what you think about this book. And then I will move on to my next book, The Warrior Fae Trapped by K.F. Breene, and this again is a paranormal romance. It is a werewolf, wolf shifter versus vampire story, and a girl, so we sort of recognize this story, and so I will expect this the plot to be different from others like Twilight, and I hope she will portray the people and the characters, because that's what I think is going to be important in this book. I hope they are unique and with their own twists and quirks. So it's this female protagonist, Charity, who was left by her mum when she was 16. She's been a survivor ever since. She has lived in Chicago, and now she has finally got a scholarship to California. It's her dream. She thinks everything will work out amazingly from here on, and she realizes that demons, magic and shifters and all sorts exist. So as she goes to this posh party, she then comes across different characters, a dark vampire, a protective alpha, and I suspect that she is in the middle of it. She has powers that she didn't know she had, and she needs to make sure that she gets all these fey powers out of her and learn how to use them, because she needs to defend herself against the dark spirits, which could be the vampire, but it also says that he wants her in bed, so maybe there's like a dark romance there or something like that, and the alpha who would do anything to protect her. So I suspect that it's going to be sort of a reverse harem sort of genre in this as well, where both men likes the woman and maybe more men, who knows. So yeah, this sounds really interesting. It seems like it could be a quick read, and the Warrior Fae Trapped will be out on 10th of September as well. Check it out. And then we have as well the next one up that I've picked for you is by Paul J. Bennett, called Ashes. So this, it feels like it's gonna have two sides to the story. It's about a female protagonist who wants nothing but to escape her family. She is foretold to be the most powerful spellcaster that they have ever produced, but she feels that the costs are too high. She does not want to lose her freedom. Then it is on the other side of the coin, there is this male protagonist who instead wants to keep all his family intact. He has his life chosen for him, even who he is supposed to marry, but it all changes when his village burns down, and now he sort of, I suppose he wakes up and everyone's gone, and now he's trying to find, so he's hunting for his family, he's hunting for the secret behind why his village was burnt down, while she is trying to escape from her family and trying to get away from everything she knows. And there's some mysteries, and there's going to be a plot where both of them meet and they're going to try to unravel. I sense some romance in it as well, and I think that maybe there's going to be some action about sword and sorcery, because that's what the genre is, so I think, as the title suggests, it should be. So the story about Natalia and Athgar, I suppose, will be a fight with magic and magicians, and to sort of fight off her family, and maybe from his side they will fight to get rid of these evil people that wants to kill him, and them escaping, running, and but them still trying to get together, but never gets maybe the opportunity. That sort of style it feels like it is, which is very interesting. So Ashes by Paul J. Bennett comes out the 23rd of September, so check out this book as well. And the sixth and final book I have for you is To Kill a Fae by Jamie A. Waters, and this is about Sabrina, who has escaped her family 10 years ago. She is living in silence and in the shadows, and she puts her head down, she lives her life, she has a glamour on. The only thing she needs to do is just don't tell anyone about your past, and just live your life peacefully. But as all plans go, there is always a glitch, always an exception to the rule, and then it doesn't say anything more in the blurb. So I will take this upon me to tell you that I think it is about this woman that is maybe haunted by her family. Maybe there's an assassin after her, someone wants to kill her, she is probably the Fae, and maybe there's some romance and some assassins that comes and sweeps her off her feet. Maybe they battle until they have cleared the air on who's the dominant one. There is a dragon in the background, could be some dragon shifting in it, but I'm not entirely sure. But this seems like a very interesting book as well, and it's another Fae book for you, so the second one in this roundup. So this book will come out on this 26th of September, so I hope you will pick this one up as well, and that you will enjoy this read. So that is all the books for this September new releases video. So to wrap it up, the first one that we saw was The Second Sleep by Robert Harris, which was going to be released on the 5th of September. Then we have Darklight by Bella Forrest, that will be releasing on the 8th of September. Then we had the 10,000 Doors, which will be released on the 10th of September by Alix Harrow. Then we also had the Fae, the Warrior Fae Trapped by K.F. Breene, which also will be released on the 10th of September. Then we had Paul J. Bennett with Ashes, released on the 23rd of September. And the last one, To Kill a Fae, releases on the 26th of September by Jamie A. Waters. So these are my books for now. If you want to read them or have any comments about them, or you think that any of my predictions are wrong, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Hit that thumbs up button if you like this video and you would like to see more of them. And also, if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so now. And as always, I wish you a very good day. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!